Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Zilliqa, aka Zill. So let's just dive in and let's start off with the overall price tab. So we have been watching Zilliqa for quite some time on this channel. I'm sure that you guys are probably all aware of it. We recently watched it kind of break out slightly. We will address that as well by the end of this video. You guys should definitely stay tuned to the end because we will be talking about some price targets, things like that, and what to expect with Zilliqa long term. But right now in the short term, we are definitely watching to see some nice buy areas be targeted, which I will also address by the end of this video as well. So with that, I think that Zilliqa is one of those tokens I think everyone should be watching. I think that you should hold at least 1,000 Zill. And that's like the bare minimum in my opinion. I think that this is one of those tokens that I just accumulate as much as I possibly can. Whenever I do look at tokens like Zill that are under like 5 cents, it's just a main accumulation gem waiting for a major target to be met. Because even at a 2x, say for so we go to 10 cents and I'm buying at 5 cents, gains could be significant if I'm investing quite a bit. But in my opinion, at least 1,000 Zill. Which is not that hard to come by. I would aim for at least 10,000 plus because I do think that Zill at some point in time will achieve a $1 plus price target. A little insight if you guys do stay until the end of this video. But with that, over here we do have a little bit of an update on the overall Zilliqa stats. So we do see here, what about looking over the latest Zilliqa stats? Almost 200,000 transactions were made in the previous week. Over 13,000 new addresses joined the Zilliqa army in February as well. Welcome to the Zill fam. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the tokens are already staked. 5.6 billion are staked out of the 15.8 billion in circulation. Max supply of 21 billion, total supply sitting at about 17.2 billion. In my opinion, I think that this token has the potential to hit the dollar plus zone. Comparing it to most of the tokens that are in the top 25, we are not even close to them in supply. We have about roughly 50% less supply than them. So when we take a look at that, again, I think that Zilliqa is severely overlooked, and I think that it is ripe for a major move, and that major move could easily hit the $1 plus figure. Now, again, stay tuned to the end of this video to have an insight on some other price targets and things like that, my overall plan on it as well. But we do see over here from Zilliqa, don't miss Zilliqa this Thursday and Friday at Web3 Accra in Ghana. And yes, I think that overall, the thing that has always surprised me about Zilliqa is just the overall community engagement. Zilliqa has always been focused on the community for a while and also building out the community. These events are crucial for that. One, we get an inside sort of scoop from the head of communications at Zilliqa, as well as a few updates on what's happening around the Zilliqa ecosystem. If you do hold any tokens and they're holding AMAs, they're holding these, these major conferences, these events, always listen in if you can, because these are crucial to get a little bit of an insight on what's happening. Full transparency, I've listened into almost every single conference. Even if I can't make it, sometimes they do get posted over on YouTube, or even an update is pushed over on Twitter. I highly suggest you guys listen in because this is where you get incredible information on what's coming next for Zilliqa or any token that is within this space. Now, also, remember, Zilliqa is the name behind most of those big projects out there that are crucial for seeing insights around the space. Lunar is actually one of them. So Lunar Crush is a big one. If you guys have utilized Lunar in the past, I'm sure that you guys are all aware that this is an incredible platform. I personally love Lunar Crush for seeing community engagement, social engagement, things like that. It is one of, if not the best website to utilize for this. But we do see Lunar Crush is one of the most popular apps in the Zilliqa ecosystem, and it is, like I said, one of the largest ones out there. If you go and look at them, they have over almost 300,000 followers on Twitter, making valuable social insights accessible to all. Want to learn more about Lunar Token and the Lunar Crush platform, and you guys could read their interview with the co-founder and CEO. Here you guys have that link if you guys want to go check them out over on Twitter. But yeah, a lot of these tokens are the ones that are on the Zilliqa ecosystem. Another great one, and if you guys do hold Zilliqa, I highly suggest you guys go check it out, is Xcademy. So Xcademy is building out something very interesting. This is a platform very similar to YouTube where you can actually watch to earn. And we do see fact sheet, Xcademy, official ecosystem is exceptionally versatile with a broad array of products. Xcad is among the first to integrate watch to earn on a multi-million scale. 560 million subscribers, various industry giants as partners. Zilliqa is one. And yeah, here you guys have reached 560 million subscribers, onboarded over 100 content creators, direct exposure in over 25 sovereign countries. And here are some of the larger investors. Mr. Beast is one of them, KSI and Allier. And of course, you have Lance Stewart and Nico Amalana. I hope that I'm saying that name right. But yeah, we are seeing a lot of growth here. You guys can see the subscribers from Q1 all the way to Q4, nearly doubling. Onboarded creators from Q1 to Q4, pretty much almost doubled. Total XCAD holders. So this is still under 20,000 holders, which is crazy to me. So definitely check out XCAD. I always like to support ecosystem tokens. If the ecosystem that I'm invested in is a very solid one, Zilliqa has been very solid. We will definitely jump into a little bit more on Zilliqa and why I do think that it is going to be pretty large within the gaming scene here in a second as well. But prices. So right now, as we do focus on Zilliqa, one thing that I have focused on with price action recently with it is this nice sort of uptrend on the 3-day span. We were trading against these EMAs, kind of squeezing a little bit, and then we got that breakout above it. Right now, we are still kind of breaking out, but the problem is that we have hit significant resistance on this nice 3-day candle. As you guys do see, we kind of came back and tested that September resistance area. It's also a significant resistance area going all the way back to December of 2020 before we had this nasty jump in price, and this was very solid. This actually put us on the map to going all the way to 26 cents. Now, before I continue on in price, I do have a few levels that we're going to be talking about here, but I do also want to talk to you guys about real quick gaming. So one thing that has been a big driver of price on a lot of projects within the space is just Web3 and what's happening around Web3. One thing that I think is going to be a big, and again, a lot of people overlook this area, is gaming. This sector is going to be big within the Web3 scene. Reason why is because right now it is a $200 billion industry outside of Web3, but I do think that Web3 is going to create a ton of value for gaming. You have, play to earn. You have also microtransactions within it, NFT drops, things like that. Like, this space could be very large. And we actually do see here from Crypto Busy, which is a YouTuber with 212,000 subscribers, Zilliqa has officially completed the spin-out of its gaming division as Rolling Thunders. Bringing Web3 gaming to the blockchain is a major step towards further adoption and investment. And yes, I also do think that this is great for adoption as well. You guys can check out some of the gameplay here. It's more of like a cartoonish sort of open world type game. It's a multiplayer first-person shooter that rewards players for their in-game skill with cosmetic skin NFTs and utility tokens. It is scheduled for full public release on March 31st this year. So very exciting. And there's so much happening around the gaming scene with Zilliqa as well. Over here, we have a few of the insights around Rolling Thunders as well. So first off, the team is developing Web3 War, which will be fully released in the end of March. The spin-off strategy allows Rolling Thunders to attract capital and increasing the overall exposure of the Zilliqa ecosystem. And here you guys have those three major key points here. So you have the products, and then you have the accessibility and exposure. So this is going to be great. Like I said, very solid for Zilliqa. And this is not the only thing that is happening. Recently, we've seen Zilliqa launch their new digital asset membership program with Team RRQ, which, if you guys don't know, this is a very large esports team, 81.6K followers. RRQ King Pass and RRQ Royal Card memberships offer fans exclusive access and benefits tied to a digital asset they own forever. And this is not the only esports team that Zilliqa is partnered with to build out solid use case applications like this. In fact, if we go over here to this article from March of 2022, so going back a whole year ago, we did see that they were partnered with Mad Lions as well and Ninjas in Pajamas. And what a name, right? But these are some of the largest esports companies out there, and they are really embracing this new P2E gaming model with NFTs and Web3 powered fan engagement tokens to bridge gaming communities into crypto. This is also going to allow these esports teams to connect with their audience. Remember, this is going to be great for adoption. This is going to be an accelerant for adoption, for network use for Zilliqa. I mean, this is going to be great. I think that this is solid. I think that this is an awesome innovation. You know, a lot of people will say, well, where's the big use cases? Where's finance? Where's this? Where's that? This, in my opinion, is an extremely overlooked area of opportunity within blockchain and crypto. Now, with all that in mind, there's a lot going on with Zilliqa. Those are just a few of the things. You guys can go check out the ecosystem. I've talked about it many times in my past videos. If you guys want to go check that out, you guys are more than welcome to. But let's take a quick look at the overall chart of Zilliqa, going all the way back to March of 2020 as well. If we look at the overall macro chart for this, so you guys can see the past and previous all-time highs. So we actually overshadowed the all-time high slightly with our recent run-up back in May of 2021. Macro can take us to about $5 on Zilliqa if we do have that massive run-up. Don't know what the catalyst would be for that. I could see a $5 Zilliqa at some point in time. Is it going to happen by the next bull run? It's questionable, right? So I do have a few levels of opportunity for Zilliqa. So one, you know, right now with all of these tokens, I always say, you know, just make sure that we get to the all-time high first. So initial targets should be the all-time high. Whenever you're investing in a bear market, invest like the only target that will be met. And I say this with like all seriousness. Invest as if the only target that's going to be met from these lows is the all-time high. Meaning if you got in at the low end, which I'm sure that not a lot of people were able to invest directly at that bottom, this would be about a 16x opportunity run. From our current price today to the all-time high, this would be about almost a 7x opportunity. Might not be that great, you know, it's not that special to most, but this would be the main target. After that, we target 3 areas. The 1272, the 1414, or the 1414, yeah, and then the 1618. So initial targets off the bottom, this would be about a 16x. Off of our current price, or sorry, actually, this is almost a 37x off of the bottom. Off of our current price today, this is about a 16x. And then our next target here, which is the 1414 off of our current price, this is about a 24x opportunity run. This is about 85 cents, almost 86 cents. And then off of that bottom fully, this would be about a 55x opportunity run. And then we have the $1.53. This is like the holy grail. If we outreach to the $1.53 zone, that would be a huge run for Zilliqa. Is it possible? 100%. Going off the circulation supply, going off the max supply, whatever you want to do, right? If you go over to Coin Perspective and you look at where this token could be if we hit $1.53. I'm just going to round it to $1.53 itself. Actually, we'll do $1.50. At $1.50, Zilliqa would have a market cap of $24.2 billion. Just to give you guys a quick insight, at $24.2 billion, it's nearly XRP's bear market low. Same with even ADA. $24.2 billion is not that crazy of an area of opportunity. If we actually go and look at the recent all-time high for Zilliqa, which we do have right here, it's sitting at about 26. I'm just going to round it to 26 cents. At 26 cents, we had about a $4.2 billion market cap. We could see at least a 2x on that market cap. So we'll say $8.4 billion, which I know is not hitting that exact area. But I'm just saying, like, this, in my opinion, would be the worst case possible for Zilliqa. Is just us outreaching to the max 52 cent zone. But again, that would be our main target anyways, 57 cents. But if we can get that holy grail, that massive outreach to that 1618 from today's prices, that would be a 4,385% run up, aka a near 44x opportunity run. Off of the bottom, the exact bottom, which I know that most people are not getting in at that point, this would be a near 100x opportunity run. Now I ask all of you, where do you think Zilliqa will go in price? Because if I had to give you guys my assessment of the price action, the past previous all-time high, I'm looking at least probably within this market, like we could see this 86 cent zone, but I'm looking at almost a 2x, it's over a 2x run to this 57 cent zone. This is what I'm targeting. The 1272, 57 cents. It might not be, the best looking price, but in my opinion, this would be the main one to focus on after we get to the all-time high. This would be about a 16x opportunity run. And this is like bare minimum. This is very conservative targets. We can go much higher. Remember, back here during 2020 into 2021, this thing did about a 120x opportunity run off of those lows. If you got in at the exact bottom, like I said, most people probably didn't. If we're talking about like the main support area, this is still a 63x opportunity run. So Zilliqa could definitely surprise. It could shock us. It could go to $2 for all I know. But I'm just saying, I'm going off the bare minimum targets here. You can never go wrong going off the bare minimum targets. You could always get your initial investment out. You could hold until whatever price you want, but this would be my assessment of Zilliqa. I think that 57 cents is a great area. I also think that 86 cents is a great area. I think that anywhere between this area here on Zilliqa is not bad at all for severe profit taking, because again, going off of just today's prices, we're not even talking about, buying down here or buying at like 2 cents. We're looking at anywhere between, like I said, the 16x to possibly 24x opportunity run, which I think is solid. And that's off of today's price. Today's price. For all I know, you guys probably invested at, 2 cents, or maybe you got in at the exact bottom. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.